Hey guys, I'm Allison, I'm the Pampered Wife. I have a quick video today with a review of the makeup I've been wearing this week. Of course, it's all clean, conscious beauty and works for mature skin and mature eyes. If you enjoy this video at any point, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to have you subscribe, of course, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. So I'm in a bit of a hurry today. I've picked at my face. I can't help it. They're not gonna go into it, but there are these two spots, one here and one here, and they're basically like whiteheads that I've had for years. And the dermatologist has even burned them off, but I guess she didn't burn deep enough. They are not going away, so I've been picking at them. And for foundation, every day, I've been not really wearing foundation. Is what I meant to say. I've not been wearing foundation this week. What I've been doing is wearing different sunscreens. They're all tinted, just because I'm gonna do a sunscreen video and I wanna make sure I have my thoughts, collected and recent in my mind. Today I'm wearing the Sun Visor. I love it. It's really sheer and just has a nice sheen to it. It's beautiful. I love it. All of the SPFs are my favorites, so none of them are gonna be flops. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. So what I've been doing is using the Rituel de Fille, the Ethereal Veil Conceal and Cover in the shade Series. And red alert, they have come out with a foundation, or are coming out with a foundation. It's still in the testing phases and I should be receiving it soon. I'm so excited. And I got a shade darker than this, one shade deeper, because this is a little pale. I was gonna wear it as foundation all week, but it is a bit pale. So I'm using it instead as concealer. It wears beautifully either way. Definitely wears nicely as concealer. It also wears nicely as a foundation. I just don't think it was really meant to be a foundation. I think it was meant more to do some spot concealing and correcting like this. So I just tap this in. I've also used a beauty blender or sponge, and that works really well, but of course that just picks up a lot of product and can be a little wasteful. Did I mention I'm in a really big hurry today? So it's really a cream product. It's pretty emollient, easy to, spread out, but you don't really do much spreading. You do more tapping and pushing it into the skin, and I think it does a beautiful job. It looks like skin, and in this shade it just does a bit of brightening, a bit of concealing. Maybe I'll put a little bit around my mouth as well. I have bread in the oven that I have to go down and tint with tin foil in just a few minutes. And then I've got an appointment that I gotta run out to. So, okay, that's all I've been doing for foundation, just an SPF. Most of them have been more tinted than this or had more coverage, but for blush, I have been using my Westman Atelier blush in the shade Petal. I have not really liked this product until this go round because it really wasn't very pigmented. I didn't get much out of it. But I learned that I need to just swipe it on my face, deposit a decent amount of color, and just go for it. And I can either tap this out with my hand or use a dense brush. My nails are a disaster, by the way. You'll see that in the close-ups of these products. What happened is I wore, is it gel nails? Like I went to the salon with a friend and she convinced me to get the kind that you stick your hand underneath a UV light or something, which probably causes premature aging and age spots and all of that. So I'm not a fan anyway. I didn't realize that's what we were doing. She said it was her treat. And basically they use a sander on my nails, like a round motorized sander to roughen up the surface so that the gel would adhere to it better, she said. Anyway, destroyed my nails, so I've made them as short as possible once I got the polish off so that they wouldn't be breaking and splitting, and I'm a picker, especially on my nails. Let's go ahead and get something on my lips. They're dry. This is the Iris and Romeo Power Peptide Lip Balm in Nude. This I'm just putting on for moisture right now. It doesn't really have any color, but I figured out this is the same texture as the Tower 28 Juicy Balm that I love, but I don't like this delivery system. I much prefer the Tower 28 delivery system. I'll share that video down below where I talk about that lip balm. Anyway, that's what this is. I don't know that the formulas are at all the same or anything, but that's the texture of this. If you've tried that, which was only available for a short while and I hope they're coming out with, then you'll know what this is. But it is moisturizing and comfortable. Let's go in with bronzer. I've been wearing the Alima Pure Bronzer in Mauna Loa. This to me is the Say bronzer, but in powder form. It's that effortless, you can't really mess it up, always looks great, blends right in, no patchiness. I'm just gonna go in with my Real Techniques. These are just some of my favorite brushes. Although I do have one super expensive brush that I love, which is a Westman Atelier. Another reason I love this powder, the shade is great. It doesn't at all, it's not snaggy at all. It wears great, goes on great, easy to apply. But another reason is it's such a great shade, and if I use a powder bronzer, I can use it sort of as a face setting powder. You know, it'll take away the stickiness wherever I put it, or tackiness. I mean, I'm not really having that problem, but just as an FYI, just do a little there. On my eyes, I've been wearing the Well People Power Palette in the shade Violet. I really like this. It wears really well. Ooh, before I get into that, I actually have been wearing an eyeshadow primer, and I don't know if my Ilia eyeshadow primer is going or if my eyes have become sensitive to it, because the past couple times I put it on, it was a little tingly. It's always been cooling feeling, which is kind of nice, but wasn't feeling so nice. Today it just feels cooling, I think. And it does add a little bit of iridescence to the eyelid. I mean, nothing, ooh, see now it's starting to burn a little. Okay, I think this is the last time I'm gonna use this. I don't know what's in it, but my eyelids are not very happy with it. So you can see, it's not really sparkly or color canceling, but it does have a teeny bit of iridescence, if you can see that. I feel funny talking with my eyes closed doing that, and I'm sure I looked funny too. This is going in the to-go pile. But it does work well if it doesn't irritate your eyes. It does hold the eyeshadows on nicely. It's not my favorite. I prefer the Alima Pure eyeshadow primer. It just does a better job in my opinion, and I hadn't been sensitized to it, but I was the last time. Well, I may be developing a new sensitivity. Back to the eyeshadow. I really love these. The problem for me is there's no in-between shade. There's no transitions shade. They're all either really pale and brightening, which I'm so glad there are shades like that in this, or they're sort of deep and smoky. Now they aren't the most pigmented, but you can definitely build them up. Okay, so I'm going in with this one. It does have some shimmer to it. I'm going to try to keep that on the outer half of my eye. And see, it's not super pigmented, and now I'm spreading it all over my eye, but it's not super pigmented, but you definitely could build it up. So I'm trying to just do a sheer wash of color because I've got a very casual day here, and I think I've managed that. Now the problem is the crease shade. What I've been doing is combining this whitish pink with either this purpley brown or this deeper brown. So I think I'll combine it with the purpley brown. Of course, the problem here now is I never get the same shade twice. I just end up playing back and forth, and it takes more time than I care for. And there's my timer. I gotta go tint the bread. I will be right back, but I think I managed okay on this. Got that done. Now, what I've been doing is going in with this shade right here. It's a very pale pink, and it does a beautiful job of brightening. It's almost white. It's so bright. So I put that on my inner corners and just under the brow bone. Then to line my eyes, I'll go in here with the deepest brown, and I'll just use a flat eyeliner brush, touch a little bit on the very outer corner, and then sweep what's left under my eyes. And that's it for the eyeshadow look for today. I've gotten a variety of looks, mostly more of a smoky eye, or you know what, this is perfect if you work in an office or with the public and you want to look like you have some makeup on. It's perfect for that. This is the most shimmery, and then this one also has a bit of shimmer but not nearly as much, and then I found you can get a great evening look. But the day-to-day are a little harder for me only because you can see you end up with a deeper look. I will put a little bit of the shimmer, the pink shimmer right here in the center of my eye. I don't want to overdo it. You can definitely, like I said, build these up more, but I am going for a very everyday look. Then for brows, I have been using my PYT Brow Goals pencil. I have the shade, it's the shade Chocolate. What I found is it's great for blending. Like if you already have brows and just want to add color, you know, it's really nice. If you're trying to cover an area, like how I was aggressive right here with some eyebrow scissors recently, it doesn't do such a great job. Like running the spoolie through it afterwards will sort of brush it out into nothing. So generally it's been a great pencil, inexpensive, easily accessible. It's available at Target, Credo. I do really like it, but just keep that in mind. It really doesn't so much create brow strokes with the spoolie as it does kind of lift and blend the color. So it definitely is for someone who already has brows and is just looking to fill in the shade. To hold all that in place, I've been using my Kosas Air Brow, which I really like. I love the clear version of this. It does a really nice job of setting the brow without feeling plasticky or hairspray-ish. They're just gonna look uneven. I did cut this side too, but I'm not gonna do it as aggressively as I did the other side, and I'll just have to live like this until hopefully they grow back. Mascara. I've continued to use my Fitglow eyelash primer, which really does a great job of lifting and separating. I will show you here the difference. Like yesterday, all I wore was this on my lashes, and it was really nice. I had like a really more natural looking day, although I feel like this looks pretty natural. But you see the difference? This eye just looks a little lifted, a little more separated, just a little more perfected. And I find this is great on my bottom lashes as well because it doesn't have so much of a tint that it's gonna smear under my eyes, is what I was gonna say. We'll just move on like that never happened. And then I've been going on top of it with my Jones Road mascara. I'm really trying to be better about not opening multiple mascaras at a time, even though I have so many mascaras I bought that I want to try, and I will, but like I bought the Aether mascara right when it was brand new. I bought the Kjaer Weis mascara, the Impossible something right when it was brand new. I bought this. I'll be right back. I got to get this off. I ended up seeing a spot that I want to cover up right here, so I'm getting back out my Rituel de Fille, which also has a mirror in it. Don't know how I have glitter on my face, but I also feel like right around here. That Fitglow lash primer came off so easily. I just took a dry Q-tip and wiped it and it all came off. So that's good to know. For lips, it's kind of funny. I've been using 3 different products and they all end up being really similar. One is Fitglow in the shade B. 2 is a 100% pure pomegranate. Oh, these, if you've never tried these, are so comfortable. It is a creamy lip balm feeling. Oh, it feels so good. This is Camellia, but I found one Buttercup that is very similar. So I'll link that down below because this was a limited release. And then I've also been wearing the Kjaer Weis matte lipstick in the shade Blossoming, and I think this is what we're gonna do today, which I feel like it's very close to the Fitglow. I mean, they are different, but it's funny to me how similar they are. I have been wearing a lip liner. It's the Fitglow lip liner in the shade Buff. I do find that the Kjaer Weis lip gloss has that Kjaer Weis scent, like their foundation, which I love. Some people don't, but I do. This does not have that smell. I don't think it ever really did. And then I just tap it in, just for a smoother look. I think I'm gonna add more blush. This is how it goes. And yes, I still am in a hurry. I know I said I'm in a hurry, and I seem to be taking so much time, but I am in a hurry. But this time I'm just gonna go in with a flat, densely packed brush to spread it around. Also bring it up here onto the forehead and down onto the chin. Okay. See, I feel like I need more of a crease color. But then I get into applying more and more eyeshadow, and then I look more and more made up. And I was going for a more natural look, but you know what? I'm just gonna go straight back into this one. Try to use a light hand. Keeping it mostly at the corner. Hopefully that'll, yeah, my eyes just look so I put this a little above the crease, well, quite a bit above the crease actually. I think it's better. Yep, this is it for today. I'm going for a quieter, more casual look. I don't want to do a brighter lip or brighter eyes, which I could very easily get carried away into doing, and it's just so much fun for me to play with makeup and put more and more on, but I'm not going to do it. This is it for today. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, what you think of them. Please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.